slightly hungover, but we're still showing up.
But in the end, he was cleared of all charges, and I didn't have any proper injuries, but I'll never walk the same again. Welcome back to the Slightly Hungover podcast, the episode where we are talking about just about every kind of story that you guys never asked us for. We've done a lot of stuff in our time, right?
We have, yeah. I feel like we're experienced in life, I think.
Oh yeah.
We're all definitely experienced in travel and seeing the world, and I think, I think we've got some probably good stories to tell.
And you're a man who lived in Czech and owns this place.
Yeah.
Like you've seen things. Some good stuff.
I have seen things.
So we thought, what better day than to talk about some of those travel stories. This is going to have an interesting title to this episode, probably derived from a few of these stories. So bear with, because I've got a few written down and they might get a little bit weird. Just a little bit. Before we get into that, how's your week been?
It's been alright, to be fair, yeah. It's all systems go at the moment, having to get everything ready for the baby, because the baby's due in about 3 weeks. Not even that, I think maybe even just less than that now.
3 weeks?
Yeah, so just all sorts. Well, I'm just getting out. Like today, after the year, I've got to go to IKEA and pick up a what's it called? A friggin' chest of drawers or something like that.
A chest of drawers?
Yeah.
How much baby clothes have you bought?
You know what? Not a lot, actually. We've had a lot left over from when my daughter was a baby, and then we've also got stuff that like people have gifted us and stuff. Baby. She just had a baby shower the other day.
Nice,
so
that's cute.
got loads of stuff
How was
there.
that?
It was lovely, actually.
Good time?
Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, it was it was a surprise for her, but I think she knew at the same time that it was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How many more surprises do you want when you're pregnant and then you get to find out it's a girl? The baby shower, that can be planned.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
I feel, yeah. I mean, I'm not one for surprises. I don't like surprises.
No, you're not a man who likes surprises.
I don't like surprises.
Interesting. Well, then I won't give you that surprise present.
You know what it is? I don't like surprise parties or something like that. Because when I had my 30th, and I loved the party itself, and don't get me wrong, it was a great night. But I hated she blindfolded me on my way up, my missus, right? Went in the back, no. And then...
Sounds like a good story.
Walked upstairs, and all at this point you obviously know what's going on. You take off the blindfold, everyone goes, surprise! And I was like, yeah. Now what? Yeah, thank you. And everyone had faces, like my face on.
Oh my God.
Like a cardboard cut out of my face thing, like wearing those masks. And they all kept them on. And I was like, come on, could someone take them off so I could start being like, hey, how you doing and all that? And everyone just stood there staring at me for about 3 minutes, which felt like a long 3 minutes.
That's a long 3 minutes.
And I was just
yeah. Even a short 3 minutes is still a long time.
Yeah, thank you. Hey. Can I, what do I do? What? I hate it. It's just so awkward. And I get that nervous and embarrassed, and I was just like, yeah, don't do this to me again.
That's literally a similar thing always happens to me if either someone recognises me from the pod or me and Liam Hemsworth are out for like lunch or something, and I'll notice people taking photos of me but not approaching because like, oh my God, there's Spencer Fleming, and I'm like, God, guys, come on. And eventually you just have to bring yourself down to earth and go, I know they're looking at me like I'm some god, and sometimes I'll turn and go, I'm just like you in a sense.
In a sense, yeah. Except I get to drink with Liam Hemsworth.
Exactly.
And he gets to drink with me.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably more that way. So let's not get that confused. Anyway,
how was your week anyway?
I'm hungover, only slightly.
Slightly
hungover podcast. And that is because I had a belter of a day yesterday.
Okay.
Played golf.
Nice.
In the 21-degree heat, which is
it was hot yesterday.
Unheard of. Well, it's heard of, but you don't hear it often.
Not in the UK, especially not this end of the UK.
Yeah, not in April as well.
God, no.
But yeah, it was 21 degrees. I was like, let's get on the golf course. That's exactly what we did. We got out there, a few of us played around the golf, but it wasn't about the golf. It was about the amount of beers we drank throughout the day. Beers on the course, drive home, beers in a beer garden. It was a great night. It was one of them where like you're done by like 9-10 p.m. because you've been out since 2 or midday, whatever it was. Great day. But I'm slightly hungover, and you might not see it in this light, but no, you really can't. Maybe if I hold it off.
Ooh, you got a little bit
I've
of
got
a
a tan
tan.
line, yeah. But the problem is, right, we're playing golf. It means this hand is tanned and this one is not, because you wear a glove.
A glove.
So it's like, they're like two different colours right now. So I'm going to need to like fake tan from my wrist upwards. just that one bit. I mean, yeah.
I selected number 8 twice.
But it's going to be a long process. Almost as long as the process of you getting here today. You were late. What the
Mate,
fuck?
sorry about that. To be honest, right, not my fault. Slightly partly my fault at one. Obviously waking up a bit late, but I would have been here on time. Mate, you know what I hate? I just hate more than anything. I was driving down the motorway, yeah. And like, at this part where I come onto the motorway, it's a two lane part, right. So I'm going down, you know, just come off the slip road. Behind this car, doing about like 58, 60. And I'm like, what's this guy doing? And I was like, the next lane, the slow lane, is free. I'm like, fucking move over, let me pass, you know what I mean? Let me pass. And he didn't, and then we approached another slip road, and I was like, well, I'm gonna have to wait for them to come on now, because I was like, should I undertake? But I was like, undertaking's illegal, which is annoying, because I feel like there should be certain circumstances where I can just fucking undertake, but obviously it's dangerous.
Well, I'm going to sidebar in here real quick. I heard recently it's not even illegal. So apparently, if you go like behind a car in the fast lane, and you go into the slow lane to go around them and back into their lane,
Yeah.
that not
Does
cool.
that sound?
No,
Oh, is
that's
that-
not.
oh, okay.
But if you're in the slow lane and someone sat in the fast lane going slower than you, you can pass them on the inside.
Okay.
As long as you stay in the same lane, I think that's on them.
That makes
They've
sense.
made you.
Well, yeah, they have
But
maybe.
I don't know that. Don't take this as like
I mean, I would have done it the illegal way anyway, apparently, because I would have gone fuck off, right
Yeah.
around. But anyway, yeah, that's annoying. And you know the part, right, you've probably been this way, where you're coming away from like I think it's like the like eastern kind of Bromborough turn off or something like that. And
Starbucks on the junction.
yeah, that one there. So just after you
I
come
know
on
my
there,
motorways.
or you know your coffee shop.
I know my Starbucks.
And it merges onto a 3 lane then. And I was like, right, sound, fucking shot past her. And then, yeah, well, this looked in to give it a bit of a fucking move over next time, you know what I mean? I looked over. Some like 30-year-old girl, right, maybe even older.
It just chills all road
nurse's
rage.
outfit. And I was like, oh, well, she helps people, so I feel like I can't be a dick now. And I was like, no, never mind. So I get past. And then, so I'm doing 70. And she then happens to go a little bit faster at 70 than me. And then just stays in the outside lane the entire time. And I've already moved back in because there's no cars there. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And then the car's approaching me. Like, I'm approaching the car. And I come out again. And I'm now stuck behind her again. I'm like, for fuck's sake, move
There
over.
is nothing worse than someone
worse,
that will
man.
drive slow. The second you go to overtake, they'll speed up. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, so how about you fucking drive that
Just
speed the
drive
whole
that
time,
speed.
mate?
As I overtook her and like got back in the middle lane, she literally, she purposely went, all right, I want to stay in this lane now. And she literally moved over, went past me, and then there was no cars in front of me for ages, and she just stayed that way, and she was doing a very fast 70 mile an hour all the way, and just stayed there. And I was like, and I found myself wanting to be like, I want to fucking race past you now.
I would be going on further. I've been in that situation and thought, I might just fucking hit your car.
Yeah, just give it a little fuck.
I'm bad for road rage though.
Oh, yeah.
Like I know people look at me and go, calm, collected, handsome, all this and that. But I do have a flaw, and it's road rage. I can't fucking bear being on the road with someone that makes one mistake.
Oh, no.
And now that I've got a motorcycle, that's like doubled. Because in a car, if I hit someone, that's annoying. On a bike, it's like, oh, hang on, I'm fucking dead. Here. So I'm driving down, I won't get into the road names, but I'm driving down this one road, and there's this cross junction. I'll paint you a picture. I'm coming here, bus is coming here, bus wants to turn right. Obviously, bus has to wait for me to go.
Yeah.
I come over this hill where the bus can't see me, and then he waits like 5 seconds as I'm coming down the hill. So I'm like, okay, cool. He has seen me, so I don't need to like slow down. He is waiting. I'm here. He's waiting to turn right. I'm just coming, and about 4 seconds before I'm at the bus, he just goes, "Oh, I think I'll turn right now." Mate, I was inches off chasing that bus down, getting on the bus, and nutting the front. But I was starving and I was on my way to Tesco. So I was like, if it wasn't for that, oh mate, I was fuming. I paused the music just to rant.
Yeah. You know what? There's something about bus drivers that are assholes, man.
I don't know what it is.
I mean, not obviously not all, but you know, like it's like they feel like they own the road, and they like full on. You'll know because obviously Hez will. From the bus station, they just like if you're driving, they just pull out and expect you to stop, and you're like, hang on a minute.
But I'm not gonna talk about road rage, but I am. I'm so fuming at something that happened to me. So you're late because of this woman.
Yeah.
So I was late to Manchester by about 7 hours the other day.
7 hours?
Yeah. For reasons that I'm fucking furious about.
Okay.
But I won't get into it. I'm driving on the motorway to Z's apartment from my house. It's like, I mean, if the roads are empty, you can genuinely do it in like an hour. But rush hour, it could be 2. And anywhere in between. And at the moment, it's saying like an hour 45 to Z's. And I'm like, is what it is. Driving there. She's in the car behind me. So we're driving up the motorway. We're halfway there. And I'm about what should be 20 minutes away from Z's, but is currently about 45 minutes away. Because I don't know why it was so busy. It was like 2 p.m, but it was absolutely chocker. So I didn't anticipate for that. Driving on the motorway. I'm like, what's that? There's a little shaky ladder on the car in front of me. And I'm like, this is some Final Destination shit already.
Mate.
I'm like, I'm out. Next thing I know, ladder's flying at me. Car in front of me swerves. And I'm like, whoa, shit. Here comes the ladder right into me. I look to my left, lorry. Look to my right, another fucking lorry. I'm like, okay, great. So lorry death, or ladder death. What do I do? And if I slam on Z's right behind me, so it's like, kill Z as well. So like, okay, boom, let's fucking go. Hit this ladder. Bear in mind, this happens in the space of like 3 seconds. I probably had the quickest
slows down, doesn't it?
But I had this time to decide. I'm like, fuck it. Boom, hit this ladder. It fortunately stops wobbling and like bounces under my car as it happens, and my right like front wheel just goes straight over it. Not the same story for the back wheel.
Oh god.
Back wheel is ripped into half, and this is one of the smart motorways which I hate
those
them.
small motorways.
So for those of you that don't know, that means there's no hard shoulder. So essentially when you crash, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
What that means is I'm waiting for this emergency zone. I'm like, oh, there's one. Oh, there's a fucking lorry. Brilliant. Car's off. So I'm driving on a wheel at this point, dragging my car. I see another emergency point. I'm like, right, my turn. Cut everyone off because I was like, I actually can't carry on driving. Like, if I don't cause an accident doing this, I'm going to cause it some other way. So might as well. Here goes nothing. Z then tries to pull in, genuinely does cut off a lorry, doesn't even get in, has to carry on going. So that was fun to watch. And I'm pulled over and I'm like, what do I do here? So I get on the emergency phone, I'm like, shall I hear? Speaking to them. They're like, yeah, oh, okay. There's a ladder in the road. I'm like, yeah, there is. They're like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, I've just hit it. Maybe someone should come and get it. They're like, yeah, no worries. Someone gets the ladder. And then the guy pulls up and he was like, oh, I was literally just behind you about to get the ladder anyway. I was like, great.
Great
to tell me that now that you can see my tyres in about 40 million pieces. Not even on the car anymore. It's like, okay. So next thing I know, I'm jacking up my car. I'm calling them like, give me an hour.
That's when I seen it on your story, right? That makes sense now.
Z posted it on her story, like me jacking up my car. It's like, an offside tyre as well, so I'm like, I'm in the motorway. I'm jacking up this car, churning away at this shit. I pull out my spare tyre. I go to take off the old one. Where's the fucking wrench? Not in the car. Z at this point, by the way, has come back and I'm like, oh my God, there's no wrench. What do we do? I've also been here for like 2 hours at this point, by the way, I should mention, because the RAC shout out for being absolute knobheads. Like the opposite of a shout out. They were shite.
The worst.
I call them up and I'm like, hey, by the way, this has happened. And if they're watching, I didn't really hit a ladder. It was just a flat tire, if you guys are watching. But essentially, they're like, oh, I just said, I've just got a flat on the back. I think the rest of my car is good to go. I just need a wrench, essentially. Or if you can't bring a wrench, which I understand, could you just change the tyre, whatever? No. The only thing we're going to do is come and claim your car and take it to a lot or take it back to your house, and that's going to destroy your no claims bonus. So it's like 5 years of no claims, which means my insurance is going to skyrocket for my bike and for my car. And I go, well, I literally was on the phone fuming. I was like, do you think I'm going to say yes to that? They were like, well, it's all we can offer. I was like, right, put yourself in my shoes. do you think I'm going to say yes to that? And the guy's like, well, it's completely your choice. And I was like, I'm not going to say yes to that.
No.
Yeah, end the call. I was like, that's a lie. I'll tell you what I actually said. I did say all that. And then I said, no, you know what? I'll sort out myself and I'll cancel my fucking policy while I'm at it because that is bullshit. At the end of the call, I was fuming. And then the next thing, I'm like, what do? Got to call mum and dad. Hello. There's no wrench in my car. Neighbour's got a Ford. Bring the wrench.
Yeah.
Thank God, after about 3 hours, dad rocks up with the wrench and my mum's there too, and we can't get the caps off the tyre. We're like, oh no. What do we need to do? Go to B&Q. So we get in the car, we drive to B&Q, we buy about 3 sets of pliers, whatever. I was just not taking any chances. It's like 8 o'clock at this point, it closes in about 15 minutes. And we're ripping at these when we get back, and they're just not coming off. Sorry, this story's been so long. I'm furious about this.
No way, really?
Yeah. So anyway, we can't get them off. Eventually, call out some tyre repair dude who essentially smashes the things off the car.
There you go.
We end up with a spare tyre, go to Manchester about 7 hours after we set off for it. Like, at least that's the only thing. Get the tyre changed the next day. Oh, by the way, your spark plugs are gone and your whole car's fucked and you need an entire service because you hit this fucking ladder.
Brilliant.
So if you're out there and you were driving on the M62 like last Monday or whatever, or Tuesday or Wednesday, and you dropped a ladder on your car, you owe me 400 quid, you prick, okay?
Yeah, fuck you.
Comment down below your bank details.
Mate, I tell you what though, with the RAC, I've had issues with them, like, but I've got like I've got RAC cover with Monzo, like, as part of like a thing, my old car. So how many cars ago was this? Because each time, like, this was the BM. I had it for all of a month, 2 months, I think, and the engine blew up on it. Turns out the guy sold me a really dodgy car and then closed down the garage company.
That's weird because Bill bought a BM recently and had it for about, I think it took about 5 minutes before the engine blew up or something. Genuinely, yeah. I think it was on the drive.
Same happened with my missus' old BM. I would never buy a BM personally, just from bad experiences. My mum's BMW, my girlfriend's BMW, and then we got the post. Hey up, dude, you alright?
Hey, that's all right, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Cheers, dude. What is it?
Oh, it's just your Playboy subscription. I'll leave it there.
Oh, sad.
There you go.
Isn't it Playman? Not even a boy number.
That's weird. This just says P45 on it, and it's addressed to me.
Spencer, oh, that was because of your shit music thing.
Wow! Wow! That one hit home. Oh my god! I thought you were gonna say anything else. Wow!
I was just trying to remember what was on the last pod that I said that for. I couldn't think. Yeah. Anyway, we had so I wouldn't get one again. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't ever buy a BMW. I think maybe a new one.
I was like, what are we talking about? Playboy? Yeah. You're not buying any more Playboy? I was like, right, yeah. I'm back.
But what happened was, so my car blew up in the Mersey Tunnel. Of all places.
What a great place, yeah.
And I know there's a fine associated with that if you break down in the tunnel.
You get a fine for breaking down?
Yeah, because I don't know why.
Who decided that? I don't know who it is, but I really hope they break down.
I really hope they break down. And I was like, nope, not having this. I'm getting through it. And I was like, so I fucking pushed it. Obviously destroyed my engine in the process. Just going, boom, 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 fucking having smoke everywhere. It was in limp mode. Couldn't do anything. Luckily enough, my mum works in Liverpool. And her place of work has like a gated car park. So I was like, right, just get there if I can. Try and get there. And I got there. And then he was like, my mum was like, okay, have you got breakdown cover and that? And I was like, yeah, got RAC. I called them up. And she's like, tell them to come down and blah, blah. So they called up, they came down. By the way, they came down, like, again, 6 hours later. I think on the app it was like, here's the time slot kept moving. I was like, whatever. I just left it there. My mum and said, look, while you didn't work, just give them the keys when you turn up. And then they was like, right, we need to take it to this garage all the way in Bootle. I was like, right, sound okay. Let me know, what the crack is. And then a week later, I'm like, that garage doesn't call me back yet. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Called him up and he was like, oh yeah, I told the guy, the RAC guy, that I can't do this. We don't do this anymore. We're in the process of moving buildings. We're closing down this garage, so the tools and all that aren't here. We're moving. We're going to be out for about a month of transferring everything over." And he's left it outside. And I was like, "He's what?" He's like, "Yeah, he just gave us the key and left it outside." And I was like, "Right." And I was like, "Have you not? Why couldn't you call me?" He didn't even give me your contact details or anything. I was like, God. "You fucking what?" So I drove all the way down to Bootle, and I spoke to the guy. I said to him, I was like, "Listen, what's the crack? Do you know anyone that can fix this car?"
What did the RAC have to say, by the way? Or the RAC, did you?
No, I called them up and he said it was just dropped off.
But
that's all.
That's all he said.
All he said. And I didn't explain to them, but when I called up again to be like, "I need this car taken home instead."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're going to leave it outside a garage.
And luckily enough, got it on finance, and because the car blew up within the time frame, I could get my full refund back off.
Really?
Yeah. Off
Is
the
that
car.
how that works?
Yeah. That's why, like, even if you can afford to buy the car outright, I'd always say try and maybe go finance route, because especially for the first 3 to 6 months, you're covered.
Perk.
And then after that, you know, I'd say if you bought a car, say, I don't know, 10 grand, for example, I don't know, you had 10 grand in cash, that you're willing to spend on a car, do it on the finance route, fucking do the 6 months or whatever, of just so you know the car's going to work, and then if you want, just fucking chuck the cash at it and be like, settle up, boom, you know, here we go.
Absolutely.
But it helped me massively because I got all my money back. But then I was like, I need this car taken home now, so the finance company to come pick it up. Called up RAC again. I was like, "Listen, I need you to move this." Yeah, sound.
Get the car that you just left. Yeah.
And they were like, "Right, we'll be there on the app." It'll say on the app time slot from 9 a.m. till 12. I was like, "Good few hours, but fuck it, I'll just wait. That's fine." So I got there at 9 a.m. Sitting in the car. I was like, right, just checking the app constantly. Brought my laptop with me and stuff just in case, like, I need to do a bit of work or just watch Netflix or some shit. Because I didn't want my phone to die because the car won't start, so I can't charge it up. I look at the app, 12 till 4, and I was like, oh, fuck's sake. Look again at 4, like 3:30. It's now 4 till 8.
So what time did they get there?
They got there at 11:45 at night.
Oh my.
And bear in mind, my car is parked down a back alley in Bootle.
11:45 at night?
At night. I sat there for the whole fucking day in the car, freezing cold, because this was like in like December or something like that, or even January. And it was freezing cold, and I was like, I can't turn the car on to put the heating on, I can't do anything.
Ridiculous.
I can't leave the car either, because you can turn up
course.
at any point. Luckily enough, there was like a little Tesco around the corner that I just risked it and went down to go grab some food.
Isn't it mad that that's your day? Like, you had to wait.
It gets even better.
Brilliant.
He turns up, the RAC guy, told him obviously all the story.
Did
and
you
all
punch
that.
him or?
And he goes, "Where you going?" And I was like, at this point, I was like, "I need you to drop it off at my mum and dad's house in Neston." He went, "Oh, just out of our mileage range, mate." And I was like, "How much by?" And he went, "Well, we've got, I don't know, 10 mile or whatever. This is 12. And I was like, "I don't give a fuck. You
Mate,
brought it here, so you can take it back." And he was like, and he turned up, and I didn't even think, but he turned up in like an estate car. He was like, I can't.
Yeah, what's the plan
come
here?
back. He went, "You're gonna have to come back in the morning. I'll send the tow guy to come and pick it up." And I was like, "Fuck no, mate. You're towing me back now. Get someone to come down." And he went, "Oh, just leave it with me." And I obviously got really irate with him at this point, because I was like, "This is fucking ridiculous."
I think you've earned it at that point, yeah.
And I was just like fuming with RAC in general, to be honest. And then the guy, he was like, "Right, just leave it with me." Fucking made a few phone calls, and then all of a sudden I get a phone call off some lad from Bromborough. And he was like, "Mate, I work for the RAC, lad. I'm on my way to Liverpool to go start work. I can come bring you back if you want. Like, not a problem."
Perfect.
I don't start for another hour or so I've got the van for a little minute. And I was like, "Are you sure, mate? That's fucking sound." He was like, "Mate, they've dicked you about. I want to set this right."
Oh, what a legend.
And I was like, "I fucking like you."
Yeah, great
And
guy.
he turned up, diagnosed the car, gave me all this printout to give to me. Insurance company, not insurance, finance company. It was like, give that to them to make sure this is not your fault that this car's broken. It's because whoever's had it before you or the garage or whatever, they fucked it up. I think the car, basically, it was a 2012 and it had never been serviced.
Oh,
ever.
really?
So it was fucked. Because when I got it, I was like, "Have you got any service history?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Sound.
Good
Can you
stuff.
service it?" And he did it there and then, like, just new shit in it. But he was like, "But I think the damage was already done at this
Yeah,
point, you know, like
probably.
so many years." So anyway, he took me home and took me back and helped me out.
Just
and
one
that.
whole day of waiting, you got your broken car.
By the time I got home, it was like 2 a.m. You know what I mean?
At that
and
point,
I was just like, fuck this. Never again will I call them, to be honest.
I
I'm
genuinely
not
don't know
that
why
time.
I pay for part of my policy, but after last week, I will probably cancel that.
Yeah.
And sue me for defamation. Do what you want. If you have RAC, reconsider that shit because they are absolutely SHI shit.
Fucking shit.
They're terrible.
Do you remember when my bike broke down here? Called RAC again, another 7 hours.
Yeah,
I just couldn't
ridiculous.
do it.
Yeah, nah. Unless you've got 24 hours to spare at any given moment and you hate yourself, then I would cancel your plan. But speaking of lawsuits, actually,
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's a lawsuit, but some serious shit happened to me quite recently, and it's not that serious, but it's kind of serious.
Did you go too close to a school again?
They didn't have a sign, okay? So I'm in Mackey's after a round of golf, and for those of you that don't know, I hate cheese, but I'm also a little bit allergic to cheese, as is Z, but she still eats cheese, but I am allergic to cheese, if you will. So is she, but she
Okay.
eats it sometimes, but sometimes whatever. Anyway, I go to Mackey's, new burger out. It's got like 3 slices of cheese on it. I go in, I'm like, let me order this. I order on the app and I just say, hey mate, by the way, super allergic to cheese, so go ahead and make sure that cheese I've taken off is off. He's like, I got you,
bro.
Exactly. So next thing I know, my burger comes. I check it. The box says no cheese. I'm like, perfect. Let's go home. I drive 15 minutes home. Go there. I give Z this burger. Huge bite. Cheese. All in it. But now on the app, it says no cheese. On this, it says no cheese. And now it says no cheese even on the box. And she's eating it. And she starts feeling quite sick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. This is actually quite bad. I'm like, she's allergic. And all of a sudden she's like sick. I'm like, holy fuck. And I'm also livid about the fact that I'm not driving back to Mackey's, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So I send this text, I'm like, this is like a genuine fucking problem. Like this, because I heard recently about people that were in Costa and got served in a nutty thing when they were allergic to nuts and fucking died in like America. So, you know, maybe this isn't the worst for me, but this could happen to someone else.
Yeah.
So I get on the app, I'm like, this is literally 99% because I'm fuming about the fact that now I don't have as much food. But I'm like, yo, this is a fucking serious problem. I'm playing it up because it should be played
Well,
up.
it is
You know what I
actually
mean?
a problem.
Like, as much as I'll joke about it, that's like bad shit. Because if that is something like nuts or something, that could be the difference between someone living or dying.
We work in hospitality. We know that
That's
the cross-contamination
drilled
stuff,
into
like,
you, yeah.
It is a
100%.
big deal.
Oh, it's a huge thing. Like, you can't like use the same cutting board for something.
Yeah.
Let alone you can't just give someone the food that they've told you they're allergic. That's like someone saying, "I'm like deathly allergic to nuts, but I want a bar snack," and I go, "You'll love these." And I
Dry roasted.
and then I give them dry roasted nuts, but I go as far as to put on the package does not contain nuts. That's like what Mackey's have done there. So for me, I was like, right. This is, and it's gone to head office and shit, and they're like, right, we're gonna get back to you. And I'm like, you fucking better get back to me. I've been fuming this whole week. Okay, nothing's gone my way. I crashed my car and I got poisoned by Mackey's. So I don't know what I can talk about that's gonna lighten the mood. Maybe we should get into some stories.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I think we've had a nice catch up.
You know what you should say to them? Hey, I want free Mackies for at least 2 years.
Oh, I was going for the for life option.
Oh, no, for life, yeah.
But here's my thing, right? Let's say I genuinely wanted to. I've got proof of Z having like a reaction to it. I've got proof of all this, all that. I've got the recipe for a lawsuit. So, Mac, you should tell me how much do you want to avoid that, all right? I've literally got the money dollar signs on my eyes right now, but I'm not trying to do that.
They'd just be like, but did you die, though?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, but actually, if they were like Mackey's for life, that would be like the jackpot.
That
right
would be
now.
the jackpot.
But
Be
would
like,
it be? Because then
how would you get a
Mackey's.
Mackie? Do you reckon they give you like a card?
I
that
reckon it's
says
like a
free?
black card.
Yeah,
You get,
like a little VIP.
free.
Because I worked at Mackey's, no one ever came in and went, by the way, I'm a proud owner of the Mackey's for life.
The
I mean?
Mackey's black card.
Yeah.
Oh, you
can't
shouldn't
say
say that. That was
You
me
said it.
trying to merge black card and Mackey's, and I didn't think before I spoke. Okay, the Mackey's black card, the Mac. Let's stop talking.
Yeah, let's just. You know what though?
No. I feel like we're gonna get cancelled every time we
Yeah,
do an
go on.
episode.
Right, I wanna I reckon we get to know each other. I feel like the people don't know us that
true.
well, apart from obviously our people. The people who do watch these are our friends. But I feel like if it does, go any further, we might as well get to know the guys.
Well, I can kick us off if you'd like.
Please do.
Obviously, there's more to learn about us, as Liam says, but in future episodes, we are going to do a get to know Liam and a get to know Spencer, 2 individual episodes. Yeah. But for today, we thought we'll keep it breezy, less personal, more
light and easy. Keep it breezy.
Exactly. Some situations we found ourselves in, and boy, oh boy, do I have a few. So I didn't know where to choose them from, so I decided to choose them from like one trip.
Oh, okay.
So this was. Obviously, for those of you that don't know, I spent a lot of time in Europe and Australia and Asia and places
he was
like
finding
that.
himself.
Yeah, and America as well, yeah. And eventually I did find myself in Bali. But before that, we were in Thailand and Vietnam. And I do have one Norway story here as well, which was just slightly after. And there's no way you're going to believe this one.
There's no way.
I'll kick us off. I tell you what, I'll tell you the titles of the stories and I want you to choose.
Okay, I got them there.
The Norway basement incident. I can't even tell. Okay. The unfortunate Haijang loop snack. And the boat to Bangkok.
That boat to Bangkok sounds pretty fun.
All right, let's kick it off.
Let's go boat to Bangkok.
So, it's me and Bill Hughes. You know the guy.
I know the guy.
He's an all right dude. And me and him were traveling Asia at this time. And we've ended up in Koh Phangan or some Koh Tao, I don't know, one of these Thai islands basically.
Okay.
And the way you get to them conventionally is you drive down from Bangkok, which is like 8 or 9 hours, and then you get a boat out to these islands. But we had gone to a place called Khao Lak, I think, which is like next to Phuket, and it's on the other side of Thailand essentially.
Yeah.
So we'd gone here, and then we'd driven across, and then we'd gone there.
Yeah.
But the way we planned on getting back was to do this route back up through Bangkok. So we book our flights to Vietnam, which is where we went from Bangkok, and we think we've got 2 days to be in the airport. And it's only when I checked that I realized, oh no, we've got 12 hours to be in the airport. And we're on this island and we're like, whoa, shit. So immediately we're like,
how did you get that
I
so wrong?
I don't know. Well, bear in mind, for a good 100% of this trip, we were intoxicated. So
yeah, that makes sense.
So we're like, there's a rush now. We go to all these places, all the boats, everything, and we're like, look, is anyone going back to mainland today? They're like, no, it's like 9 at night at this point, and our flight's at like 9 in the morning. We're like, oh shit, okay. So all the docks are closed, but there's this main port on this island that we need to get to. So we hitch a ride of this guy's truck, and we're sat in the back of the truck with all our stuff. We've just left the hostel because we're in a rush. And we're like, right, is anyone going to Bangkok? Anyone going to Bangkok? Because what we can't do is get the boat back to the mainland and drive up, because that takes about 12 hours in itself.
Oh, okay, right.
So we need to get a direct boat to Bangkok Harbour, essentially. So what we do is we speak to anyone who's on this boat, like, is any of these boats coming up? And these aren't passenger boats, these are like cargo ships, essentially. Is anyone going to Bangkok? Anyone going to Bangkok? And we flash, like, what is the equivalent of £20? Which is probably like 1 million Thai baht or whatever, I don't know. But the exchange rates are crazy. I think it was about 80,000, I can't remember. And it's about £20, which is an obscene amount to spend on transport in that country. Like, an Uber costs you like pennies. And yeah. And these boat trips, like a whole trip will get you from Bangkok ordinarily costs about £5. So to flash 20 is like, damn. But we just need to get to Bangkok. Eventually we find this crew and we're sat up against lorries in this like room, and it's just this cargo ship that eventually gets us there. There's no food, we're on it for like 9 hours, sleeping on what is essentially the floor. And it's the craziest thing. We get given this pillow that's like a rock. From the second we got on the boat, we do not see another person until we're in Bangkok. It's the weirdest shit. It is just a cargo boat and no one here speaks English. And eventually we get off at Bangkok and we get the quickest Uber we can to the airport, and we get there and we're like, oh, we're here for our flight. And they have an issue scanning it. We've got like 2 hours to spare. So we made all right time. We're trying to check in. We're like, what the hell's going wrong? Like, yeah, we can't check you in for this flight. There's a bit of a language barrier. Like, why? It's because your flight's not for a month. I was like, huh? But we booked the flight to Vietnam for July or something, and it was currently June. It was the same date, but in July, and we were like,
Oh my god.
oh my god. I was like,
I mean,
what do
fuck
we do?
me, that's a cock up, that.
I know. And after all this rushing, we were like, oh, we didn't have 12 hours. We had a month and 12 hours to get there. So it was like, right, what do we do
Mate.
now? Eventually, we got our flights changed and we flew to Vietnam. And it was just the most exhausting process of anything I've ever done. And it was a creepy boat though. Like,
Yeah, I
there
can
was
imagine,
like,
yeah.
we got on and we saw some like young-ish looking girls on the boat, but like, they were probably 18, but we were like, is this some fucking like
Like
trafficking
fucking human
shit going on right
smuggling
now?
kind
Like,
of thing.
are we next?
Yeah, no, yeah.
We were like,
You've
the
just
last
gone,
thing we're
I'll pay you to
yeah,
stay.
yeah. We were like, we will pay you money for whatever's about to happen. And we kind of, on the boat, we were kind of like, we actually don't know where this boat's going. Like, is it going to Bangkok?
Yeah.
And that was on our minds a lot. I
Yeah,
didn't
I'm not
sleep.
surprised.
Actually, I did sleep. I was drunk.
He's like, actually,
It was a
I like
scary-
a baby.
Yeah. Take me where you want. Okay. But it turns out they could have taken a month and I would have still been fine.
Mate, that's insane. That's like a proper, like,
Oh, it was.
I can imagine that's on something like The Hangover. You know what I mean?
It felt very much like that, and we rocked up to Bangkok. We'd already been in Bangkok at this point,
Yeah.
like twice. We went to Bangkok like 3 times. We'd been to like the ping pong show and like all this and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. It was the craziest time in Bangkok. The Hangover doesn't even do it justice. Like, there's nothing normal about that city.
Really, yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to go there. I like the idea of traveling and stuff, and like seeing places. Like I have been obviously traveling before and stuff, but there's just certain places like Australia. I'm fine with not going there.
Is it because you're scared of spiders?
I'm absolutely petrified of spiders. I just think the whole place, the place is designed to kill you. Why would I go there? And everyone goes, oh, you don't fucking see them that often. But you've said often, you don't see them that often. So therefore you at least did once. That's once too many for me.
What I will say, I promise you I'm more scared of spiders than you. Like, if a spider ran across the floor right now, I'm leaving the room. Like, and I need to see it. I need to see it like be taken outside before I can like come back in. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm moving to Oz, obviously.
Yeah.
And I've been for like a month. And okay, I saw a couple spiders, but I'm talking a couple. Because these spiders are so dangerous that all the buildings are like secure to make sure they can't get in.
I know, but I can't take that chance. I've seen
It is
videos
true.
of them under car door handles and like in the
see,
fucking
that
sun visor.
sketches me out, yeah.
I'm like, noob.
But the thing is, like, the place I did see is I went on a walk in a forest, like towards the outback, which I was kind of asking for at that point.
Yeah.
We saw massive fucking spiders, and it was terrifying. It made me genuinely. I walked through a cobweb at one point. And I was like, oh my god, what's gonna be on me? And another time, me and Toby actually, with a couple of our friends, were driving up to Byron Bay, and there was this like outdoor toilet. It just was like a wall essentially, and as I was pissing, like I looked up, there's a huge spider there, and I was like, right, I've got a choice here. Get killed by the spider or piss my pants. And I was like, I don't know what to do. There's like 10 hours left in this car and we're with 2 girls and Toby. And I'm like, these people do not want to smell piss.
Yeah.
So instead what I did was I turned and just started walking and pissing in Toby's urinal that he was pissing in. And I think I kind of pissed his pants instead by accident. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I know. I can't do that. I mean, like, when I went traveling, I went around like Europe, basically.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, started off in Greece, doing in Kos, and then moving around a bit. Tell you what though, there's a little story, and this fucking shit me up because I was quite young. I was probably, actually to be fair, I was probably a little bit younger than you now, maybe 20 years old, 21. And getting in the airport, and I can't remember which airport it was. It might have been Turkey, to be honest. And I started. Well, we got to the airport, and I really needed a fag, and I was like, well, I've got to wait now because I'm past. You know, there's no smoking area. I was like, and I smoked heavily then. And I was like, you know, I can't. There's not much I can do here. And then I look, and its flight's been delayed by 3 or 4 hours or something. I was like, oh,
That's a killer.
for fuck's sake. And I was like, really, like, I could do without my fag now because I'm just like consistently traveling back and forth everywhere and all. I was like, I just need a minute. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ask this guy who works here, this guard with a big fucking gun. It's dead cool. I was like, hey mate, do you speak English? He was like, yes. can I go for a cigarette anywhere? Is there anywhere, like, smoking area? And he was like, no. I was like, oh, okay then. Come with me. And I was like, oh, okay. And he went, start walking me, and I was like, where the fuck's he taking me? Yeah. Like, so you're just going to show me this smoking area? He goes, scans his key card, bam, I'm in this room, like, and then it goes, no, in this hallway, and he scans another, now I'm in the crew room with all these, like, fellas of, like, it's guards basically work there, and I'm like, oh shit, what's going on here? Thinking, is he gonna be like, fucking, right, I think you're up to no good or whatever, let's check you out, let's fucking maybe shove my finger in your ass, see if you've got any drugs or whatever. I don't know what he was thinking. I was like,
because that would be the next thing that happened.
Yeah, I was like, in my mind, I was like, what's going on? I was like, shit. And then he was like, he just went into his locker, pulls out some cash, and he goes, you go to duty free, you buy me some cigarettes, and I'll take you for a cigarette. And I was like, oh, okay, well, why can't you just go buy? He went, we're not allowed. It's illegal for us to buy cigarettes from the airport. And I was like, right.
Oh, I guess that makes sense, because they'd just be getting them on dizzy every day.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, right, what do you want? And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, shit, is this like really illegal? Am I going to be doing some like dodgy shit here?
You become a mule.
I'm there like fucking, because you got to give your passport when you buy the cigarettes and all sorts, you know, like, here you go, and they scan, whatever, go, right, where's your boarding ticket and all that. I was like, right, okay. So I went into duty free and got, it's like, I think it was like 3 packs, 3 sleeves of Camel, I don't know. And I was like, right, here we go. And I walk, and I get like, I see him, he's standing there with his gun, I walk up to him, and he goes, like that. I'm like, all right, standing here, like, all I want is a cigarette, by the way. And I'm like, don't want it that bad anymore, to be honest. And then he was like, and I was like, well, now what? I'm just standing here. And I was just like, right, okay. And he just was like, and then he started walking, but he kept like putting his hand behind me to be like, keep your distance back, kind of thing. Yeah. And I was like, he fucking walks, and then we go around this back room and all that kind of stuff. And then
I'm waiting for the part where he rapes you, by the way.
Basically, yeah. I was getting there. No. And then takes me into this back room and all that, and I hand it to him and stuff, and he's like, and then I give him his change and whatever. He's like, right, now come with me. He literally just walks a couple more like minutes down the hallway and just opens this back door, and it's with all the guards and all that, and having like fags and shit, and they're all just sitting there like on chairs and stuff, like just like, hey, you know, and they're all chatting, and I'm like there like with my little backpack on, my little passport in my pocket, like, hi. I was like,
guys,
having a cigarette, and I was like, for all this, I feel like I should have had more cigarettes. I should have like chain smoked a few. So I was like, I thought you stressed me out a bit more. And then I'd done all that, and then when I was coming back in, he was like, all right, like walk me back in and stuff, and then come through. But then he walked me back in through the security part, where I had to go get my bags checked and all that kind of stuff again. And I was like, I've been through here, like, and I'm like, why is he taking me this way? And then he just goes, right, okay, go. And I was like, mate, I've done this. I've been through here. I was like, why am I here now? And he was like, okay, come here. And he just literally just walks straight through the fucking metal detector, beep, 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 with his gun like that, with me right behind him, like, beep, 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 beep. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. Like, what's going on? He's like, it's okay with me. Carries on and all that. He goes, no, go. I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Mate, I was like, I got back and I was like, that was just
badass,
not worth.
I like that.
Not worth the cigarette.
No, it was worth the story.
It wasn't, because it is a cool, like, I enjoyed the fact that, like, I was taken around this back end of this airport for, like, some Turkish guard being like, buy me cigarettes, I'll take you for a snack. Doing this dodgy I'm sure I could have just gone to the front desk, can I just nip out front for a fag?
Yeah,
like,
probably.
You know
it was probably that easy.
Yeah.
And there probably was a place to go smoke.
Yeah.
But he was like, let me use this
my
guy.
chance.
Yeah, this is my chance.
Yeah. I'm going to get this kid to do what I want, because I've got a gun. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, part of it as well, I was like, I wish like, he didn't really give me an option, kind of, to be like, if you want, we can do this. He just went, come with me.
Yeah.
Now here's the cash, now you're doing this. And I was like, oh, shit.
He's done this before. He probably is doing this weekly,
Yeah.
So he's probably learned, if you go, oh, would you mind? People go, oh, I'd rather not.
Yeah.
Whereas with the guy with the gun, he's going, by the way, you're now going to buy me cigarettes.
He literally went like that. He went, open your mouth. Right. And I was like, yeah. And he put his gun in my mouth. Went, you buy me cigarettes. Sure thing, sir. Obviously that never happened.
For legal
reasons. I was mad that, and I remember just, so every time I go to an airport now, like, I'm like, I've Google beforehand, is there a smoking area? And if there isn't, I'm not asking.
Yeah, let's
I
just
am not
not
asking
ask,
anyone.
yeah.
I am not doing that again. It was so scary. Like, yeah.
Sometimes it's better not to ask.
Yeah.
I found that out the hard way, actually. What a transition.
Oh, nice
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
segue.
yeah. I shouldn't have said anything. Should have let it
just
segue.
let it segue.
Yeah. Let's segue right in. We're bouncing back and forth. I like your story, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah.
And this, because that's a nice, like, I want to say light-hearted story, but there is a big guy with a gun trying to press you to be a drug mule.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right, though. I mean, I feel like it could have gone worse.
Yeah.
He could have been like, oh, and also now suck my dick, because I have a gun.
And I'd be like,
Kind of got it, don't
if
you?
you didn't have the gun,
Yeah.
I'd still do it.
Yeah. But I was caught. This might be a controversial story.
Tell him
I'm
anyway.
just now thinking about it. It's not controversial in the sense that I did anything wrong. It's a cultural difference between our culture and the Asian culture, or some parts of the Asian culture, I should say. Which some viewers may find a little bit sensitive. So anyway, I'm on the Haijang Loop, also with Bill, and the thing that they give you on the Haijang Loop is called Happy Water. I don't know what it is. It's made out of like corn, whatever, but it's this ridiculously strong alcohol that tastes kind of like paint stripper, but it's good and it gets you drunk, and you can put other things with it if you want. So the Haijang Loop, we're in Hanoi, Vietnam, and what it is you get on the back of a motorcycle for 4 days, you stay over for 3 nights, and you just see this beautiful scenic road, and you're with a group of people, and you stay in these hostels or like hotels that are pretty much booked out for you guys.
Yeah.
So you have the best time, and you make loads of friends that I've actually seen like since coming back home, or I'm still in touch with or whatever. It's a really cool like way to meet people in a short amount of time, and it was the last thing we did before coming home, but a lot of people then went on and made plans with those people, which would have been a cool idea. It's a really cool thing to do, but the problem is a lot of the places that you stay, because it is in the middle of the mountains, not even in Hanoi, it's in Haijang, so there's not a lot going on where you stay. And what I mean by that is a lot of the hostels like will be in the middle of nowhere. So if they don't have food or you miss the time to eat, that means you're not eating until like essentially lunch the next day. So it's kind of one of those tough things. And this night we've been drinking so much Happy Water, we kind of forgot to drink and eat anything else. So the morning comes, we're hungover, we're on these bikes, and we're driving through, and I'm like, it's genuinely been about 18, 20 hours since I've eaten a thing, and I'm just so hungry. We're on the back of this bike, and you stop at little tourist things, and at this one tourist stop, there's this barbecue on the side, literally on the side of the road. Like, there's no hygiene involved anywhere here. Like, they're picking the meat up off the floor and cooking it. And at this moment in time, that food looks unreal to a guy that hasn't eaten in like 20 hours. And I know you can go longer, first world problem, whatever.
Boy was hungry.
Man's gotta eat. So we go see this view, and I'm like, I literally can't think straight. Get me some food. I go back to the barbecue, I'm like, Bill, come here. How much for one of these skewer things, like meat on skewer? I'm like, sure, give us 2. Eat these, eat these. I'm like, by the way, what is it? Am I gonna get in trouble for doing the accent?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna do the accent, but I just want you to know, for anyone watching, the reason I'm doing the accent is because the story literally doesn't make sense without it. So I'm gonna do the accent, and it's only one word, so be generous. But I ask, what is it? And the lady says, bok. Like that. I can't do that. She says pork, but she says it in like imagination accent. It sounds kind of like pork, like that. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And I'm literally asking her all of the stuff. That, like, she knows the word pork. That's it. She's got no other English under the belt. I'm like, great, cool. Eating this, and it's genuinely the worst thing I've ever eaten, but I don't care because I'm so hungry. I get halfway down the skewer before I start noticing that this meat is like black, by the way. So I'm like, it might be a bit bad, but there's like white throughout it, and when you bite into it, the white is like crunchy. And I'm like, I know I'm hungry, but I don't know if I can commit to that. At the same time, me and Bill are at the bottom of these. Our easy drivers, which are the guys that like drive the bike, what you're on the back of. They come up to us and they're like, oh, you're trying it? I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, laughing. I'm like, what is it? They're like, no, keep eating. So we go back to the lady, and I'm like, what meat did you say is? I was like doing the classic, like, if I speak slower in English, she'll understand. So I'm like,
What?
This is what? And she's like, pork. And I'm like, pork? And like, she's like, yeah, pork. And I'm like, are you saying pog or dare I say dog? And I'm like, oh my God, where's my easy driver that does speak English? So I'm like, what meat is this? Nothing. I go back, I'm like, this sounds really... I feel really bad saying this. Bear in mind, no services, there's no Google Translate or anything. So we're just trying to figure it out. So I'm like, what noise does this animal make? Was my next question. I'm like, is this like, or like, ruff, ruff? And she's like, yes, ruff, ruff. Ah! Like, oh my God, I'm eating a fucking Labrador. Like, what? I'm looking at him like, Bill, put that shit down. But like, it's too late at this point, by the way. Like, oh my God. Our easy drivers are pissing themselves. Like, yeah, it's dog. I'm like, so now you say? I don't want to eat a dog. What the fuck? And I'm eating it and it's the worst thing ever. Now it tastes 10 times worse because I know it's a dog. I'm like, do I want to know what kind of dog? Oh my God.
Would it matter what kind of dog?
Probably not. Yeah. I think at this point I'm too far in. And it's the worst feeling in the world. I feel like I just ate my dog. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh no. I've eaten dog.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, you're seeing like, there was outside our hostel, there was literally like, on the first night we stayed, before we go in the middle of nowhere, there was dog hot dogs advertised. And we're like, literally a hot dog.
dog.
I was like, oh my God, I'm never gonna try that. Little did I know, 2 days later, I'd be scranning a Shih Tzu. Like, that was never on the cards. I was never gonna try that. And I felt terrible afterwards.
Oh, mate, I don't know if I could eat a dog.
It wasn't all that bad.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like I don't think it'd annoy me if I was in a different like culture and I was eating it.
Yeah.
I go, yeah.
But to them it's like, well, I believe this is right, I might be wrong, but I think in some cultures in Vietnam, it's like a delicacy.
Yeah,
like, it's like, you're like, that's a
the
nice
Chinese
food
like
to
to do it,
eat.
don't they? I'm sure.
I think
Or
it
is that a
came,
stereotype?
maybe. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I'm not gonna guess.
I'm not being
But there's
anyway.
so many stray dogs, like everywhere in Asia.
Oh, there's some food.
But I genuinely think it is a bit like that. Like, I think it is
Probably,
stray
yeah.
dogs you eat. Which, when you look at it like that, kind of makes more sense, because if you see a stray chicken or cow, that's cool to eat. So
Is it though?
I don't know.
It's just a cow there. Spencer, get the gun. Have got free beef?
If there was a cow walking down the road and I shot it, I don't think it's the worst. I think it's better than if I saw a dog and I shot that.
I mean, yeah, that is definitely.
So, I think it's genuinely the other way around. Like, I think a dog is probably the most acceptable thing to just kill and eat.
You know what though? Like when I was in what's it called? Egypt. You just crack your back.
That was genuinely, I don't know if the mic, that was this part of my leg.
Femur.
That was like the inner, wait, am I getting this side? Wait. No, I'm going to pull something
you're
there.
gonna break
I'm
something.
going to dislocate it.
Right, well this episode's finished. We're taking Spencer to the hospital.
If you heard the noise on the camera before, by the way, that was me cracking my neck. I'm a
of course it was,
I'm a
yeah.
serial cracker. Like,
I got it. You proper cracker.
I think I've already got everything today.
I keep doing it. You fucked up my thumbs doing that
guys,
thing.
if you haven't tried this, grab your thumb like
It
this.
is the best.
Sidebar
It
as
is the
fuck,
best.
by the way. Grab your thumb like so. Step 2, on the bottom of your thumb where it's like that, and use your fingers to support the back, and just, I'm gonna put it by the mic, ready? Oh, I've done it already.
You done it already.
Give me your thumb.
I've just done it.
Oh, brilliant. You found it. Yeah, you gotta trust the person, but you press that in. Oh my God, it's
I
the
do like
best
that.
thing
I
in the world.
interlock my fingers like that and just put my thumb there and just
Like,
push
just
down.
that.
And push down.
Yeah,
and it goes pop, pop.
There's a lot of ways to do it, and it's the best feeling in the
They
world.
say it causes arthritis, and I'm pretty sure that's a myth because I'm sure I've seen the fact that it's not. Because it's just you're popping
I think
out
it's
bubbles.
bullshit.
You're in like your lactic acid, aren't you?
You tell me how that causes arthritis. Like, what's...
Firstly, I don't know what arthritis actually is. Apart
Neither
from
do I.
you're stiff and sore.
Yeah, I think it's more about the fact that your parents just don't want to listen to that all the time. So that causes arthritis. There you go.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Causes arthritis,
Yeah.
and eat your crusts because it'll make your hair curly. I don't want curly hair. Oh, well,
Oh.
eat them anyway.
It'll keep your hair straight.
It'll keep your hair straight. Oh, I see. It's like it's like all these old wives' tales, I think.
There are a lot. That would be a great episode.
An old wives'
An old
tale.
wives. Do you know what we do? every single podcast. We come up with ideas for episodes. We don't write them down anywhere. We don't even like necessarily listen to it back enough to actually get. So we say this and then we forget it. And then, so if we ever say an episode that you guys are like, oh, that sounds quite good, do let us know you want to see that. We will have forgotten that we ever said that. We come out of the podcast, like I saw a clip on the Instagram the other day. Well, I think it was yesterday, and Bill's like, oh, Jamie has a Mexican cousin. And I'm like, does he?
Does he? Yeah.
The second I'm on the podcast, I kind of forget what we spoke about.
I genuinely forgot. I was watching that podcast when I was editing it, and I was just like, what? I don't remember talking about this.
Yeah.
Like this, I don't know how it works. Maybe we just enter a zone.
I think we lock in so much. Do you feel like you have a podcast mode? This is in the Get to Know series, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, do you think do you think you put on like a character almost?
I don't know. I'm not so much a character, but I do think that like I've restrained myself a bit because I don't want to. I try. I know I swear all the time.
Right.
I've tried to stop swearing as much.
How's that going for you?
Not so well. It's really fucking difficult, to be honest. And then I've also obviously trying to not be controversial either, because there's some views I may share, so like when I'm in working and stuff like that probably aren't. They're more of a hot take.
Well, I know as well, like outside work, like we talk about a lot of things that we know people are interested in. Like if Roger's in the bar, me and him will talk for hours about surfing. If Bill's in the bar, we'll talk about golf or whatever. Whereas we're not going to sit on the podcast and just talk about ourselves. So I feel like there's a lot of this barrier of we've got to talk about things that a wide range of people will find interesting, and we've also got to try our best to make
it
interesting.
Because that's the thing. I think that's part of like all I do. I think really is just kind of like just restrain myself from like swearing as much, trying to speak clearer and not as fast.
Really?
I'm making sure that I'm trying to, when I talk, to take a minute and slow it down a bit, because
I've heard clips where I sound like Eminem and I'm like, how is I can barely
So
Detroit, what? But
another white rapper reverse.
But I feel like, how are people meant to understand this when I can barely understand how fast I'm speaking right now?
I know. You know what? When I lived in Czech Republic, our teachers were Canadian, and you know, Scousers, we talk fast anyway. And when I moved to Czech Republic, I had the harshest Scouse accent.
Really?
Yeah, well, it's like, because that's just kind of what we were around. Our accent changed when we lived there, because we're around a load of like American kind of kids, and like, you know, it's just an international school, so we had like people from like Macedonia, Japan, and Denmark, and America, and all sorts. But they all spoke American English, because that's kind of like
it's how they learn.
It's like the universal kind of.
A lot
English.
of people that learn English learn American English.
I think it's as well. Movies and TV shows are all in that language, aren't they? Like so that's my accent kind of started changing from like being in that school, and I did go way more American.
Really?
Than, like,
hey guys, how's it going?
I was like, oh my god, man,
this is awesome.
Fucking awesome. That's like hot dog.
How you guys doing?
And then so and obviously the teachers were Canadian as well, which obviously don't want to offend the Canadians or the Americans, but you know, the accents are very similar with the pronunciation and stuff. Obviously, it's like dialects change. So, the teacher was like, pulled me, mum and dad in, was just like, we cannot understand your children. They speak far too fast. They need to slow down. And part of me was like, listen here, love. We invented the language. Yeah. Fuck you.
We're going to tell you how
I'll tell you
goes.
how to speak. You need to fucking speed up. You're too slow.
I that's a pet peeve of mine, because obviously a few of the summers gone by in the last few years, I've worked in America on these camps where like I'm a lifeguard. And you're out there for 3 months at a time. And sure, by the end of the 3 months, you are saying, oh, pick up your trash. Because you've had to say that for 3 months for people to know what you're talking about. So but these kids have the audacity. These are like 15-year-old kids looking at you and saying, oh, actually, you're saying that shit wrong. What language do you speak, mate? Like, English. Right. Where am I from? England. Okay. Put 2 and 2 together and figure out who's saying it wrong.
I'm not speaking English. I'm speaking American.
It's a genuine thing. Like, I know loads of the counsellors, like probably half of them are English. And we do not, like, they refuse to say soccer.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I
it's
wouldn't- I
put
would
a soccer
never.
on like, oh yeah, you guys have soccer at 10. It's like, no, you don't. You have football. And if you
Yeah.
got that other one, that's American football.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, enough of that.
I don't know why you call that football, because you play it with your fucking hands.
Yeah,
you
or
fucking
real
idiots.
football. Like this, it's not even like the ball's not even a foot, is it? Like I think.
I actually have no idea
I
why
always
they
thought it was
call it
called
football.
football because it's like
the
a
ball's
foot
like a
long
foot
ball, but
long.
it's not. I don't think that's right. So.
It's just
Why-
stupid. Right, obviously I don't
It
watch
should be
sports.
called, in theory, it should be called throwball.
Throwball,
like if-
handball.
Handball's already a thing.
Is
isn't
it? Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, throwball.
Throw that would make more sense.
Or
'cause
just fucking American rugby. It's closer
it
to.
should be American rugby.
It's
That would make
closer
more
to
sense.
American rugby than
Or
it's
just
football.
create a whole new word like football, rugby. These are just made up words. You had the chance to
Yeah.
make one up. You guys made up candy. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Call it like blanch ball or something like that. Or
It's actually really difficult to make up a word, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Thinking about it.
make up a word right now.
Prince Scoliosis.
Let's make up a word, not a fucking disease.
I don't know where that came from.
But here's a really trippy one. Think of a colour that doesn't exist.
You can't, yeah,
It's
you
impossible.
can't do this. You can't do this.
It's impossible.
It really hurts my brain. Trying to think of this.
Do you want to hear about me in a basement in Norway?
Yeah, yeah.
The Norway basement incident. So, me and my friend Ryan, I've known Ryan since, well, our parents have been friends since they were like 20. So Ryan's one of those guys that I've grown up with, I've known my whole life.
Yeah.
And last year, we were in a bar in Manchester playing pool. And we had the idea, let's go to Norway. So we get on Ryanair, book a flight. 9 a.m. on a Wednesday morning, gets us back 9 a.m. on Thursday morning. Or whatever day it was, I
Yeah.
think it was that. Like, great. Well, what do? We'll fly into this town and we will have a day out there and then we'll stay out through the night, like to the latest bar.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, like 5 a.m., we'll make our way to the airport, be there for like 6 and just wait for our flight. We're like,
Yeah.
that's perfect. So we go to this town in Norway.
There's like no accommodation either, just
Oh yeah, we
flights,
didn't book anything.
Spend the day and come
9 a.m. to 9 a.m. No accommodation booked. Nothing booked other than the flights. Let's get on the flight to go to Norway. Bear in mind, not even taking bags. I just took a jacket and whatever I could fit in my pocket. So
Nice.
yeah, it was literally that. We get to Norway and we immediately are walking around Norway and we're like, what do? Let's go see the sights. No, let's go buy vodka and then go see the sights.
Yeah.
So from about midday, we're eating and drinking and we're on this like hill and it's a really cool town. And by 7 p.m, we're like, we need to start going to the bars. So we head to these bars. We make friends with this couple. It's like a 40-year-old man and woman who are like married. Really lovely people, really, really lovely. We're not in any major city. We're in this town and I, for the life of me, can't remember the town. It began with an S, but it's like south of Oslo. But it's just a very quaint town with an airport and we're like, okay. We get to this bar, it's got a pool table, we're set. The guy that we meet who starts playing pool with us with his wife obviously knows the guy that owns the bar and he like slides in some cash and he's like, yeah, pool table's unlocked and for you all night. So instead of paying, we just got this pool table, we're like sick. This guy proceeds for the next 3 hours to just not let us pay for one drink, buying every single drink. And he's like, are we getting groomed? Like,
I feel like you're getting
if we are
groomed,
getting
yeah.
groomed, do I mind that I'm getting groomed? Like, I'll take it. So we're getting all these free drinks, all this, and about 10 or 11 p.m. hits. And we're like, right, where's the next place? And he was like, oh no next place. Like, everything closes at like 10. And we're like,
At 10 p.m.
yeah, we're like, are you joking? They're like, we're planning on staying out all night. And they're like, oh no, you can't do that. And we're like, shit. So me and Ryan are having this conversation. What do we do? Do we go sleep in a park? Or like, this guy interrupts, he's like, come back to ours, you can stay over and go to the airport in the morning. And our
Definitely
drunken
agree
selves,
with you there.
our drunken selves are like, okay. So he books an Uber, we get in this Uber, we're in the Uber for about 45 seconds, and then we get out the Uber and we're at his house, and it's pitch black. We cannot see a thing. The next thing we know, the garage door starts opening, and he's like, you're sleeping in there. We're like, in the garage? And he's like, no, in there. And in the back of the garage, bear in mind this house is built on a cliff, so this garage is in a cliff. And we can see the cliff walls around it. He's like, in the back of the garage is this door. It's like a deadbolt door. So you sleep in there. And we're like, we are going to get murdered, but we might as well just let it happen. So we go into the room and we open the door and we are talking bar built on a cliff.
Oh, wow.
Pool table, every kind of drink you can think of. It is the man cave of all man caves.
Oh, wow.
We're like, oh my God, okay. at least if we're getting murdered in style. But it's like there's this one of the walls is literally the cliff edge. Like it's the coolest room I've ever been in. And these guys were absolutely lovely, by the way.
Okay, yeah, doing nice, like
so they were nice groomers. But in all real, like I think that's just how accommodating the Norway people were.
That's nice that actually thinking about it.
Obviously, in the back of our minds, we're like, are we safe? Eventually, we have a few drinks, and this guy comes down. He's made us pizza. We're like, oh my god.
Sure.
We eventually go to sleep, and we wake up in the morning. And it's like, come into the house. So we walk around. We come in. We can now see where we are in the day, and it is this. When I say mansion, I mean like something out of a movie on the side of a cliff.
Yeah, like Tony Stark's mansion.
Yeah, exactly. Look, like built on a cliff over a dock port in this town in Norway,
Nice.
and he's talking to us like, "See that boat? Yeah, that's mine." We're like, "Oh my god, how much money does this dude fucking have?" Like, bear in mind,
Groom away.
yeah, genuinely, mate, groom away. So we're there, and we just realise these really are just the loveliest people. Their daughter comes downstairs, is about our age, and we're all having a bit younger, maybe. We're all having breakfast together. It's really, really nice. And eventually, the daughter drives us to the airport, and we're like, "Oh my god!" We weren't expecting to get groomed, but it was like a situation that could have gone so bad. Us sleeping in this bunker, essentially, in this locked door in a garage in Norway. They were just the nicest people who let us stay over. And
pretty cool,
Norway has gone up in my book so much from that. Because I've slept in some dodgy places like side of the road in Indonesia, like done it in a hammock, like
you do.
Not done it in a hammock.
You've done it in a hammock. You're not
slept
done it in a hammock.
Slept in a hammock on the side of a road, because whatever. This shit's like not even as scary as going into this basement, but it turned out we had nothing to worry about.
That's a really cool story.
So if you guys are watching and a stranger does invite you into a basement or a bunker, say yes.
Just say yes.
It will end well.
You never know.
Yeah, and you might get free pizza. Or
Exactly.
groomed.
All groomed.
It's
Assess.
a risk you got to be willing to take.
Yeah.
But this guy, it was like, I know this sounds so bad to say, because someone who does want to groom you probably does know how to do this, but he just seemed lovely. So we trusted him. We were like, yeah, fine, whatever. And I know that's probably how it all started.
That's how it all started.
But-
Come with me. You seem nice. Yeah, that's the point.
You've bought me drinks all night and you seem lovely. I'm coming home with you. That was basically what happened. I'd be such...
You were bought.
If I was a girl, I would be so easy. I was bought.
But he bought me drinks. I have to go home with him.
But I felt like, I'm going home with this guy. They were lovely. It was a great story and a great night.
That's actually quite... I remember you... I think it was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, last year.
And you were just constantly like, I'm going to I think it was like a Wednesday night. Oh yeah, I've just booked a flight to Poland after work.
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I'm just going to fly there for the night and come back in the morning. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, but those little short trips you can do, they're the ones. They're the most memorable ones.
I did get very envious of it, because like, I was like, I never thought of doing shit like that.
Also, I think it's quite like, even in the last few years, but like since you've had HAL already, I think it's been, you can get a return flight for 30 quid. Like, our return flights to Norway were £32.
And I'm like,
okay. That's a no-brainer. I think Brian got it earlier. I think his were 25. £12 there, £12 back. So it's like,
that is ridiculous.
It's genuinely cheaper than buying a drink in a bar.
It's
Norway.
It's genuinely cheaper than me getting a taxi from here to my house.
Yeah, you can return fly.
Yeah.
So all in all, we bought a bottle of vodka in duty free as well, which cost like 15 quid.
Yeah,
so all in, we spent about 30-40 quid. I think we got food. I think we spent about 50 quid and we were in Norway for the day. If you go on a day out here, try not spending
that's
it's crazy.
That's just on the fuel to get you here now.
Yeah,
like,
genuinely it is.
Mate, that's it. I mean, I do wish I was doing stuff like that when I was younger. Like, I never really. I think because when I travelled around, like when I went travelling, but also because I lived in Czech Republic for a while, we were travelling all the time, constantly going to these places. So when I come home, it's not like a craving I've needed.
But it also
you know what I mean?
Feel like it's right on your doorstep, like it
Yeah, well,
doesn't
exactly, yeah.
And you literally are a car journey away from Poland.
Yeah,
or something like that.
We used to drive to Poland. We used to drive to Slovakia, Germany, Austria. I think we even went to Budapest once.
That's cool. I love Budapest.
I think we drove. I don't know if it was when we were living in there. We drove to Cyprus.
Yeah,
which was cool. You know, just like that option, just to be
but that's the thing. It's just you can do that when you're in Europe, and this is pre-Brexit, so you can literally go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
But they are the best sort of trips, and I just I feel like I mean, I finished this, by the time this episode goes out, I'll have finished all my final uni exams. So that for me is like a key time to go, maybe I do have a day free, and that day could be spent in Germany or in France or wherever, or Norway again.
It's such a cool idea. Like, I just love that idea. I remember when you were telling me, I was like,
it is cool.
Is so, just, what am I doing today? I don't have to be stuck here. I can go to Germany.
You can just go.
You can just go.
And it's not gonna, you don't need to be absolutely loaded to do it anymore. It is very accessible now. I think if you have a job, you can afford to go on a trip at this point, because I have stayed in places. I know for a fact I've flown to countries and stayed for 2 nights, and my flights and accommodation all in will cost around less than £100. And that's like 2-3 nights staying on an Airbnb, because now there's that, you don't need to stay in a hotel anymore.
You don't need to stay in a hotel,
and you can travel with what's on your back. Or if you've gone traveling before, you make friends and you stay at theirs. These are all things that...
And also, if you just go for the day, you don't even have to stay anywhere.
Exactly.
Just stay awake all night and just sleep on the plane back.
Or meet a stranger who invites you into a basement.
Or meet a stranger, yeah.
Do you have any more stories for today, or should we maybe do a part 2 of this?
Yeah, I think what we do, I think we have a nice little, like you say, a little getting to know Liam, getting to know Spencer kind of thing. Have interview questions, kind of way, and then we can kind of like, give the people more.
We haven't even branched into stories about the bar, or me in Europe, or America.
Exactly.
I mean, for example, I was in Slovenia watching an ice hockey game in a restaurant on the TV. Went to find the toilet just to realise that ice hockey game was in the back of the restaurant. And we were like, what? There was a National League game going on in the back of a restaurant. So we just took our food and watched it there. But there's a million stories like that, like 3 a day when you're travelling. If you guys have travelled, you know what it's like. I think we could definitely do a part 2 of this.
I think we do,
owning a bar as well, like there's so much to talk about with
the story of me getting this bar and the process is...
That's something we need to get into, 100%.
Yeah, we'll do that, We'll do that.
So if you guys want to see a part 2 of this, it will probably come out after the Getting to Know episodes. But let us know if you enjoyed this episode, please. I'm going to wrap it up on one more brief story.
Oh, yeah,
and this one will take a couple minutes to tell, but bear with me in it.
Okay.
This is the story of how I got into the